Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. If you feel so inclined to like and or subscribe as we go through the video, I don't get any money from that. This is never going to be a monetized channel. That's not the reason why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is you. That's the only reason why I'm here. So if you feel so inclined, I encourage you to do that. It does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find the channel if they're looking for similar things, just like you did. So thank you so much for joining us today. For new friends that have never been here before, you can consider this your daily dose of rah-rah or cheerleading session. This is the only thing you're ever going to get from this channel is love and encouragement and support. So feel free to share in comments if there's anything that you'd like the collective to send you energy on for healing or increase encouragement on. We are always here for that as well. So we have been going through the Crystal Grid Oracle deck by Nicola McIntosh, and this is a collective reading and it's timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it's the right time for you to be getting that information. You've been asking for clarification or guidance, confirmation on something that's either been recently or is going to come up in the very near future. Sometimes these readings go a little bit beyond just the day that you actually got them and the day that they were uploaded, obviously. So with that being said, today's card is card number 6, Manifestation. And our stone for the day is Epidote, Epidote. I understand sometimes the writing on the cards is a little difficult to see in the images here, and I apologize for that. I think my camera wants to get the clearest picture of the crystals and not so much the picture of the words. So crystals obviously being the reason why we are here working with this deck today. And throughout this past lunar month, we always have a new deck that we do from the beginning of the new lunar cycle to the next. So we'll be finishing this up in a little bit, not too soon, but in a little bit, and then we'll be looking at a new deck. So but we are working with card number 6, and the number 6 we know is a very holy number. It's the second of the 369 perfected Tesla numbers. It's also a very strong number in nature. And obviously with the crystal grid, we have two things we're working here with, two different kinds of energies that are brought together in these images and these cards, and for this deck in particular. That's grids. We've got some kind of grid thing going on with the crystals as well as the crystals itself. And we're working with several different crystals besides the epidote. We've also obviously got quartz in here. We've also got Atlanticite. And I didn't look that up to see what Atlanticite is. I'm assuming it's found somewhere in the Atlantic. If you guys feel so inclined to look that up and share in the comments, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Remember, this is your channel for you. But I want to talk about, we've actually got 2 grids here on this card for this deck. In particular, this image, we have got the hexagram or the hexagon, the 6-pointed geometric shape at the base, and then we've also got the 16-pointed star that the crystals are built into. So let's talk a little bit about hexagons. I keep calling them hexagrams. Those are different. Hexagon is the open shape that's a form of a square, that type of thing, rectangle. And I'm using 4 sides, for example, to differentiate from stars, from that kind of grid where it's the lines are going diagonally. On a hexagon, for example, it's the lines are going on the outside of the shape. Hexagrams, the lines are going through it and we make the star shapes. So that's the difference between gon and gram in terms of sacred geometry, or geometry in general. Sacred geometry. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Obviously, for folks that have been here for a while with my channel and this deck in particular, you're getting very familiar with grids and sacred geometry. So congratulations for that, because every bit of information that we get, every bit of knowledge and wisdom are all tools in our little toolkit that we can use to help us benefit for our lives, for what we're manifesting. And well, let's see what I want to talk about specifically with hexagons. There are entire communities that are dedicated to worship of hexagon. If you are not convinced of the power of hexagons, let's just take a little tour and see. On Saturn's North Pole, there's a cloud formation that's in the shape of a hexagon. Okay, and they are still trying to figure out what's going on with that. We've got the Devil's Postpile in California. 100,000 years ago, lava flowed and created those structures. Those are all hexagons. The most obvious natural hexagon is the honeycomb. Okay? Hexagons appear in honeycombs because they're most efficient way to fill a space with the least amount of material. There's a whole family of crystals that are hexagonal. Snowflakes are hexagonal. So hexagons are a very strong, powerful, natural shape in nature, that there's probably a million things around you where you're sitting right now that are hexagonal in shape or in structure, and you just didn't really realize it. So sometimes you just want to take a closer look at things around you and see what's around you too. So I want to talk a little bit about epidote. Epidote is a strong, enhancing stones, and it should be used with caution when you are manifesting things. Just be careful of what you're manifesting. If you're having a bad day and you're trying to carry this energy, it may just increase that stuff that's happening that you're not happy with. If you're having an amazing day, this is a stone that can really bring your mood higher. You can be fulfilling even more of your sense of wonder and magic. This has actually been called a magical stone. It's a magnet. It attracts. It's called literally the great attractor for stones. Okay, in addition to attracting the energies around you and in your environment, it also helps you get your desires that you programmed into it. Okay, so it mainly attracts abundance, prosperity, and creativity, but it can also be programmed in finding love and relationships. It doesn't provide a free ride. It's not like a magic genie lamp that you can rub it and make your magic instantly appear. It's based on intention, and whatever you're intending is what's going to happen. And I just want to talk a little bit before we go into the book about manifestation. If you are returning to this channel, if you have been here even more than just this video, more than once, you have heard me talk a lot about how we are always manifesting 24/7, whether we realize it or not, whether we're doing it intentionally or not. And the reason why this is true, and we have confirmed this in science with the quantum field, the quantum mechanics, that line of science that has been exploding the past couple of decades, is the idea that whatever it is that you're living in now, whatever reality you are, where your house is, what kind of house it is, what your family's like, whatever your situation with finances, with health, every single bit of it, every single atom in your reality has been designed and created by you. Most of it was not intentional. You didn't realize you were doing it. We forget that we're manifesting. We get going in the energy of whatever is around us, the stuff that we're working with at work or in our families or whatever. And we forget that if we're angry, we're going to be manifesting stuff that comes from that energy of anger. If we are happy, we are going to be manifesting stuff that's coming from the energy of happiness. So being mindful, being present, being aware of what we are thinking, what we are feeling. Those two things are critical in the manifestation process. We must always be aware. It's become more and more clear to me as I go through my life, as I go through my day. There's lots of things in my house personally that really drive me crazy. Absolutely. Drive me nuts. And I can be frustrated, angry, annoyed, bitter, whatever, if I choose to. And then I will continue to draw that stuff more in, to draw that more energy, that more objects, the circumstances, the things that are bugging me will keep bugging me. If that's what I'm paying attention to, if that's what I'm focusing on, if that's what I'm putting my energy into. Otherwise, I can look at the beauty around me. I can look at my beautiful little cat, Abby. I can look at my beautiful art that I've got around that's from me and from others, from friends and fellow worshipers of love and light. If I'm looking at that stuff, I'm bringing more of that experience into my life. So beware, 11:11 on the timer, guys. Beware of what you are feeling and thinking, because that's the foundation of what you are energizing. How you are feeling emotionally is going to affect how you're thinking. When you're feeling sad, you're thinking sad thoughts. When you're feeling happy, you're thinking happy thoughts. So really, emotional health is the key for the day. Be paying attention to your emotional health. If you feel frustrated, take a deep breath, evaluate what it is that's making you frustrated. Can you do anything about it? Do those actions if you can. If you cannot, leave it go. Bless it as not being necessary for you. Release it so that you have room for something better to come in instead. So that's all I want to say about that. Let's take a look in the book before we run like completely over all of the time and see what we've got for manifestation. Our card number 6. Our P words for the day are manifestation, abundance, and spiritual attunement. And as I said, we've got epidote, atlanticite, and quartz. Epidote is a stone of abundance and will increase or attract whatever you are sending out to the world. For this reason, this stone is not for everyone. If you are emanating fear and negativity, epidote will bring more reasons to be fearful and more negative towards you. In drawing this card, epidote is asking you to look at what you are drawing into your life in this precise moment. If you are emanating joy and positivity, you will attract more joy and positivity into your life. Gridding with epidote is therefore a very powerful tool. If you have a project or idea of what you want to attract or increase, epidote will help you with this. Remember, pure thoughts and strong intent are key. Atlanticite is placed here to bring in balance and calm. It is reputed to help you access past wisdom, which is always beneficial with manifestation. It is also a reminder about balance. Just like the yin-yang symbol, remember that what you may think is negative can actually be a gift from which you can learn. Atlanticite is mainly serpentine and a beautiful stone to activate your kundalini and release any blockages that you may have when manifesting your desires. Keep in mind that sometimes you won't always get what you want when you try to manifest because you may have blocks you need to work on first. This is what your grid may bring up for you instead. Always look for the reason why something manifests in your life. Everything is always as it should be. And our exercise for the day, and I do encourage you to do this, get as much information, as much energy, as much experience out of these images, out of this reading as you can. Is there something in your life you really want to manifest or change? In order to manifest, you must be a vibratory match to draw it in. Get crystal clear on exactly what you want and how it would look like once you have achieved it. Then create a space where you will not be disturbed and picture yourself already having achieved what you desire. Picture it in as much detail as you can, using as many senses as you can, but also feel the emotion of it as though you are in the present moment with it. This is the key to manifesting, because this is how you change your vibration to match what you want to attract. You must feel as though it is the present moment and sit in a vibration of gratefulness. Gratitude is key. Once you have finished, you must be open to receiving and be aware of synchronicities that come into your life that will help you manifest what you put out into the universe. That is our reading from the book. And in closing, I will just remind you, you are a master manifester. You are a master manifester. That's going to be your mantra for the day. I am a master manifester. I make it into a little song. I am a master manifester. I am a master manifester. You can do something like that. That's just kind of a silly thing I just made up. But the point being, this is your mantra for the day. You are a master manifester. All you have to do is look around in your life and see everything that's in there. You created that. You manifested that. So if there's stuff there that you're sitting there going, I didn't want that. I didn't ask for that. I did not require that. I didn't intend that. I didn't want that. Well, okay, that's perfect. That's step one in changing your reality. The point is, you are in control. You are in control of everything you think, everything you feel, everything you say, everything you do, everything you want, everything you manifest. You are God or Goddess. You are ultimate power in your life, whether you realize it or not. And I'm just going to mention, if you're in a country or a place where there's war going on, or famine, disease, something that is pandemically affecting your environment, that's all stuff you don't have any control over. You're absolutely right on that. But you have control over how you are approaching it, how you are connecting with it, how you are responding to it. And if you want to bring healing to a situation, you can't bring that from anger. There is no healing in anger. There is no healing in fear. There is no anger. There is no healing in anxiety and fear. There is only healing in love. There is only healing in peace. And the only way you can get love and peace is to be loving and peaceful. And obviously, if you are in a loving state, you're not fearful. If you're in a peaceful state, you're not anxious. So if you're feeling anything besides what you could look at as the beatitude list, love, joy, peace, gratitude, humility, patience, if you're not feeling that stuff, if you're not feeling the love, okay, you need to reconnect with it, because it's always there. We just had a reading of that not too long ago. Love is always there, 24/7, 8 days a week. I think that was the reading. You always have that available to you. We simply need to reconnect with it. How do we do that? Quiet time, meditation, prayer, contemplation, however it is that you connect in whatever way is true for you. This is all about being our authentic selves, living our most authentic lives by living from a place of love and peace. And we come to that from accepting ourselves, accepting who we are, all the pluses and minuses of everything that's about us, making the choices that bring us more blessings, that bring us more abundance, that bring us more of what we want into our lives manifested. So You go and be your master manifester. Okay? You are powerful. All you have to do is look around and see everything in your life you've manifested. So that's a lot of power. Don't dismiss yourself. Don't dismiss your strength. You can do anything you want to with your life. You can be anything you want to be. Go out and get it. Go do it. I love you. You are amazing. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Namaste and ciao for now.